Hey, it's Sarah with Loaves and Dishes, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make a cheese sauce. So I've shown you in the past how to make cheese sauce without flour, and this time I'm going to be showing you how to do it with flour. So I started out with 2 tablespoons of butter and 2 tablespoons of flour in my pot, and so this is called making a roux. And basically what you want to do is you want to let the flour and the butter absorb, come together as one, and you want to let the flour cook for a few minutes. You want to wait until your roux changes color from like a light yellowy color from the butter to a darker yellow. This just ensures that you're not going to have any yucky like raw flour taste in your roux or in your sauce. And so I'm just letting this cook, and I'm just continuing to stir it because I didn't want anything to burn, and anything that did get stuck to the bottom, I scraped it up with my my wooden spatula thing. I don't know what this tool would be called. It's a mix between a spatula and a wooden spoon. And so I'm just letting that cook. And I left all this footage in here so that you could kind of see about how long it takes. I have an induction top cooker here, and I had it set on about 300 degrees. So that would be kind of similar to the medium-high setting. You can see Goose sniffing me. He wanted to know what we were doing. So it's about the medium-high setting on your stove. And you can kind of see that the roux has gone from being like a light yellow color to a golden color. So now I'm adding about 1.5 cups of cream. This part really depends on how thick or how thin you want your sauce to be. If you want a thicker sauce, you're going to add less cream, and you could also use milk as well. If you want a thinner sauce, you're going to add more cream or milk. I went for somewhere in the middle. But you want to just continue to add cream or milk very slowly until it gets to the consistency that you want. And when you add it the first little bit, it's going to like really get thick kind of immediately. It's going to be kind of yucky looking. You just have to trust the process and keep going. And doing it a little bit at a time is what I've found is the easiest and best way to make sure that you get your sauce where you want it. And so you're not adding too much or too little. So you can really take your time with this. Turn the heat down on your stove just a little bit so that you have a little bit more time to do this step. And it's not something that you really have to measure making a roux this way. You kind of have to eyeball it. Like you kind of have to be able to look at it and go, yeah, I think that's good. And you also have to understand that when you add other ingredients and as it cooks, it's going to continue to reduce down. So see, I added my cheese here, and I thought, wow, this is going to be too thick for me. So then I went back and I added a little bit more cream. And that's okay. And you can do that and it works out fine. So I added an entire bag of cheese. It's about 2 cups, I think. Maybe 4 cups. I can't quite remember. But an entire bag seemed right. And if you were, making... Like if you started out with 1 tablespoon of butter and 1 tablespoon of flour, you would want to use maybe half the bag. Or the full bag, get extra cheesy flavor. It's really up to you. And so that's the cheese sauce. All the cheese is melted. It's ready to go. You could add some jalapenos to this. You could add some like Rotel tomatoes. You could add a lot of things to this to make it like a nacho cheese style sauce. But there it is. If you want to see more recipes like these, check out loavesandishes.net. If you want to hear more from myself and my mom, we do have a podcast. It's called Dorks with Sporks, and you can find that wherever you listen to podcasts. Be sure to subscribe to our channel. We put out a new video every Monday through Friday, and you can follow us on Facebook at Loaves and Dishes for more. You can also find everything that we used in today's video in the description box below. Thanks for watching.